Okay, let's see if that one works. This Streamlabs is retarded. I'm not a big fan of Streamlabs anymore. If I could get some help getting my subscribers over 1,000, then I won't have to worry about the Streamlabs anymore. Then that would be wonderful. The Streamlabs is not working right. Is anybody in here? Did I just lose everybody here? No. Anybody in there? Yeah, there we go. Tallywags is back, and it's still not showing me. Still two? See, I don't like these things, this Streamlabs stuff. Maybe if I come down here. Oh, I am dropping y'all and everything. Has everybody got their bicycle helmets on? Somebody's going to end up dropped on their head. I'm sure everybody understands with all the trolling and everything. I just, you know, I'm doing everything I can to live my life right, and so Tommy, got to tell you something. What do you want to tell me? But anyway, with all the threats and all the negativity, and I'm trying to live my life right, and I'm trying to do right, and I'm not doing any harm to anybody, and I'm receiving all of that. Of course, y'all understand why I just haven't had the interest for doing live streams, because, you know, it's just been those phone calls really disturbed her a lot, and that upset her a lot. She doesn't want anything to do with the live streams. She doesn't even like the fact that I wanted to come out here and do a live stream. So, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. That was a really messed up thing to do. Strangest Ways. Matter of fact, last night we were trying to outrun that storm, and I was nervous. And I don't normally get nervous, especially not with storms or anything. I don't normally get nervous, but I was nervous on that one then. And I started praying. I looked up, and on one of the pillars for an underpass, it said trust Jesus. You know, I started, instead of praying for our safety, then I started praying that the weather would just stop. And I mean, it wasn't just a few seconds after I said that, and in the prayer that I realized that everything, all the rain, everything just kind of disappeared. I mean, you could see it in the distance and behind, but we weren't affected by it at all. And it's really remarkable how God can show you, hey, trust in me. You know, He can show you that you have nothing to fear. He can show you that He's protecting you. He's protecting you even when you don't, even when you're not sure. You're not sure if He's even paying attention. He's still there. Just heard the bad news. How do I help you all? I'm not sure. What's the bad news? So it is wrong to believe in Jesus, but not believe in the Bible. Well, it's not a fact of the Bible being wrong at all, because I don't believe with anything that it is wrong. I know it is written by man, but it is written by man with the Spirit of God within them. But a lot of people take like the old stories that are there to edify us, there to teach us where they, you know, we can see where they stumbled and where they went wrong, and we can see, you know, we can learn from their mistakes. That just my personal opinion, I think it's because what they read in the Bible is misunderstood at times, and that's why if you pray and ask God for understanding before you ever open up the book every time, then you don't have the misunderstanding quite like every. That you left Slab City, do you need any food or petrol? Well, we could always use the help where. Middle of nowhere with very low gas. I've got less than an eighth of a tank, but I'm not doing a live stream trying to eat eggs. So, but that is the situation we are in, and we have some food, but it's kind of getting a little scarce, but it'll get better once we get to her family's in Oklahoma. A very good friend of mine has a nice camp setting, or knows where a nice camp is setting right next to the water, plenty of fishing, and beautiful camp. So we'll be able to do some bushcraft videos and everything else once we get there. So definitely hit that notification button, because I think this channel is fixing to start taking a little bit of a turn, a very interesting turn, because I finally figured out how to shouldn't take long at all, but that's why I really don't like borrowing money, but I'd be more than glad to pay it back. I call it being agnostic, not religion is right. All religion has good points. Yes, I I agree with that 120%. Each religion has a little truth in it. Um, Probably 4 months ago or so, I started looking into Buddhism, just looking into it out of curiosity, trying to learn, because I had tried to witness to a couple of Buddhists a few times, and the questions and the remarks and the directory of the conversation went completely different than what I was expecting, and I was not prepared for that. So I decided to look at it. Now, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with, but it's, but one thing I do understand, and I do know, that all we can do is try to do good to each other, try to be a good person like Jesus tried to teach us to, and understand that everybody has their own salvation to work out. People work out their own salvation in much different ways, and you have to understand that, because with that you see how there's so many differences, and differences are good. That's not a bad thing. But you have to understand that people are people, and they're going to work out their own salvation their own way. And what do you think about it? What do I think about Islam? I don't know much about Islam. I haven't actually, I'm not well knowledged on that. My opinion is, and it's the main reason why I don't really get into the meat part of the Bible when it comes. Now, I read and study it for myself, but as far as being out there, that's why I have like Bobby Light. He's fixing to start doing devotions on the channel, and so is Sean. And I'm looking for another one. We're going to start teaming up and kind of shake things up with YouTube. But I stick with the love aspect, because if you think about every lesson that Jesus ever taught, he taught every lesson out of love. I say real ism, pure ism, not like ISIS ism. They just use Islam for terrorism. I don't think I could read that again clearly. Wow, that was a bunch of Islam. Yeah, I almost stumbled all the way across that one. Yeah, I don't agree with ISIS either. They seem to be from what I could tell, they seem to be a rather ruthless group. And like I was saying, Jesus taught out of love, and he taught many lessons over love. Love your neighbor, love nature, love, he taught many lessons, but the most important one was the lesson that he taught on the cross. That lesson that he taught on the cross surpasses all lessons. It teaches us everything that he ever taught at once. He taught in Matthew 18, he taught to love your neighbor, to love the ones around you. Right? Did he not teach that on the cross too? He taught to love your neighbor. He taught to forgive. Did he teach that on the cross? He taught every single lesson that he taught. He showed every single bit of it on the day that they beat him, whipped him, and stuck that crown on his head and crucified him. Oops. What it says in the Bible. Yes, we all know what it says in the Bible for that. My finger over it.
Morning, everyone.
Bird baths at rest areas and long nights cramped up in a car. Yeah. No. I'm not trying to put anybody. Nah, you stupid phone. Okay. Oh, what in the world just happened? Oh, I see. I turned it around. Huh. There we go. I am oops. Hospital all week with my granddaughter. She got really sick. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I only brought her home last night. Great, wonderful. Just sent some as soon as I have it. I don't. What is the true question? Oops. I don't. What is true? Wait a minute. Okay, I got lost in the chat. I got mixed up there. What in the world? Are you at me? I'd be happy in it. Yes, we are out in the middle of nowhere. About 600 and something miles from where we need to be. Oh yes, it can be war without understanding of other beliefs. Yes, it definitely can be war, but at the same time, I did it again. Yes, it can be war, and it can be because there is so many people that would rather argue. They would rather argue religion than they would just simply understanding it. You know, when you understand, let's put it this way. Look at other religions. Let's look at the Buddhists. The Buddhists are about self-glorification, loving thyself. They're about forgiveness, forgiving others. They're about love, loving your neighbor, right? See how some of them, they all have the same general guidelines. Where religion came in is where everybody just has their own interpretation of different things, of different parts of the Bible, and there's anyway, I didn't get on here prepared for that one, and I haven't had we haven't had very much rest at all. But I'll show you something later on. I think I'm gonna do another video later. Understanding differences is love. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Is if we understand each other and we understand where another person comes from in their thoughts. We have every right to tell them our opinion. We have every right to tell them what we know. But do we have any right to argue with them? Because as a Christian, would we be in the wrong to argue that point? Now, we can edify each other, but what does the Bible say? Let not any corrupt conversation proceed out of your mouth, except for that is there to edify. What they mean is to, educate the others, and it says that to witness to people, and if they don't accept you, then you take the church to them, but you do it with love. And if they don't, then you just count them as heathens and walk off, right? Whose is right and whose is wrong? I believe with all my heart, my Bible is the Word of God, and is as right gets. That's what I believe personally. Others believe that, well, Mormons, they have their own Bible. Jehovah's Witness, they have their own deal. Each different religion has their own, and that's where people are getting all mixed up, is in religion. They want to be in a certain category or whatever. We went to a church. We called a church to ask for a little help coming through Wisconsin. I keep saying Wisconsin. I'm not in Wisconsin. Okay. If I say it again, I'm sorry. I'm not in Wisconsin. I'm talking about Wyoming. Anyway, stop. We called this church actually, and they're very hateful and mean on the phone. So, it occurred to me, the different religions, as far as what did that say? Mormons are awesome. They work for free. Mormons have sweet bikes. Yes. Probably should. Hold on. Hey. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, double jeopardy, I think. Hold on. Yeah. I'm not going to say the name because all I can see is the deal, but thank you very, very much for the generous donation on PayPal. I greatly appreciate that. It will definitely, that's almost, that's half of what we need to get where we're going, so that's great. Thank you very, very much. We, oh, now that's cute. Cute dogs. Oh, let's see. Hold on. See the doggy? Like say hi, doggies. Huh?
Just like having kids.
Yeah, just like having kids. Amen, brother. It's just like that. There's some pretty dogs. They're twins. Anyway, where was I at? As you can tell, I haven't had a whole lot of sleep lately. Sleeping, sitting up in the car, it's kind of got me a little dumbfounded. But, this thing keeps buzzing. I don't like Streamlabs. Have I told y'all that? Don't help me out with that. I am gonna ask. I am gonna boldly ask for some help. Please help me get some subscribers up so I can get past that 1,000 mark. Because this Streamlabs just is annoying.